We live.
Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better
Best
than
thing
this.
about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What
it,
up,
man?
what up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing
That
it.
way.
And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G, the disappointed G right now, man. To my right hand side, we have Decatur's the best, Corey Davis. What's up, everybody? What up, my dog?
Hey man, before we go through, any of this that we normally do, man. How are you right now?
I'm not good, man. I'm not good. It's a tough day. Tough day in the right household right now, man.
Okay.
Let's go to break, man. Let's go to break.
So look, because of the sensitivity of this game right now and how we're gonna talk, I'm gonna do you a favor. I know let's pay a bill first, and then I got a few questions to ask you if you don't mind.
Yeah, let's welcome everybody on first, man. Everybody on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Remember, when you come to the channel, bring a friend, tell a friend, and bring some tissue for me today, man, because I'm gonna need it. All right. My guy Kamarie White, my dad Larry White, Snack Panther, what up, bro? Kanisha Davis, what's up? And my cuz Big Phil Harris. But before, like my dog said, man, we do have to pay a bill. So let's go ahead and give a big shout out to my guy, our guy, Alvin Jameson. Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you. Absolutely, man. Thank you once again, Alvin Jameson, for being a very wonderful sponsor of the crew and you in our first.
Why are you talking like this is a funeral, man?
OG, what's up, baby, man? Welcome on, OG. Remember everybody out there, man. Continue to send your prayers out to the Lil John family. They're definitely in need of that, man. So, all right, man. Let's go ahead and jump into the games. The games this weekend, man. This is playoff football, and everybody knows is win or go home or win or stay home, and we are in that predicament now. Let's start with the games on Saturday. Corey, the cold weather games. Man. We had two games yesterday. One was postponed until Monday. We had the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins, and the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. It was a cold weather game, but it was indoors, so they was able to play indoors. Give me your thoughts on that Cleveland and Houston game, Corey.
So at the time I was watching the Cleveland game. We were actually traveling. Like I said, big shout out to my big homie OG. We were headed down there, and he was actually good enough to turn the game on for my wife, because they were watching something different. And big shout out to James. I think he turned the game on so that my wife could enjoy the game for what started off for a little while. disappointing. I think we chose. I didn't know. I don't think I chose Cleveland, but I wanted them to be able to do a little bit better than what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless, I think the OG always said best, any given Sunday. You know what I mean? And I was hoping that they would have played a little bit better than they did. And it didn't happen the way my wife wanted them to. But I got to give big shots out to my man Stroud. He did well today. Yesterday. He did well. He's playing lights out, playing much better than your average rookie would do.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually just talking to Derek. I want to see if he can chime in for a quick second. You know what I mean? Being a diehard dog pound fan himself. Right. Did you watch any of that game? I know you was at the Hawks game doing your thing.
I watched some of it. Throughout the time I was traveling up there. So yeah, I did watch it. It was, like you said, a great performance by CJ Stroud in that Houston Texans defense. They made Joe Flacco very uncomfortable back there, and looked like a team that was used to being there. And just kudos to D'Amico Ryans and CJ Stroud, man. The maturity and the poise that they play with has shown throughout the year, but it really showed up in this game here, man. So yeah, absolutely.
So let me ask you, did they expect this from D'Amico Ryans? And now they got two big picks. They got my man from Alabama, and they got CJ Stroud. Did they expect this? Did you expect this out of that team?
Not so soon. No, I definitely thought it was going to be a season where they were just trying to learn each other, trying to get a feel for the game. A first-time coach, a first-time NFL quarterback. You don't expect that. I'm huge on a rookie quarterback making it far in the playoffs.
Yeah,
and so yeah, I definitely not expect that, and they are exceeding expectations, my expectations.
And this is their third coach in 3 years, is it?
Third coach in 3 years, and they're playing with house money because, like we both said, nobody's expecting this.
Yeah,
nobody's expecting this. So, so Kanisha says, if it ever comes up, at no point did my team look like themselves on Saturday. I feel you. I feel you.
So I will say this. I don't know way home. I wasn't trying to defend what they had out there. They were missing 10 players. They were missing 10 key players.
Who was Browns?
Browns, yeah, man. They wait a minute. Oh, okay. You asking the question. I thought you were saying that. Yeah. But they were missing 10 key players. So that team was not going to look the same. They had a few guys that was out there, but you can only have so many game changers out there that can affect an entire team. Mm-hmm. Especially when they were doing this thing here, that they were just having a good game. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Listen, stop doing it, man. Stop doing it. Look, sit up. Sit up, man. look. There you go. Sit up, man. We got to get through this. You my dude today. All right. All right. What's your name, man?
Galen, man.
What's your name, man?
Galen, man.
All right, man. All right, let's get it, man. Come on now. Hold on. Wait. I got a call from Derek Brandon. My man. Hey, I'm trying to call into it now.
What's up,
listen.
I'm logging into it now.
I'm trying to be okay.
Yeah, listen, come on in, man. We on your segment.
I'm trying to be okay. I'm not quite there yet. I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
It's woof.
So Derek said he about to hit you up, man.
I'm trying to be. Thanks for jumping on, Steve-O. Thanks for jumping on, bro.
Yeah. So before we get there, like I said, like I said, keep chin up, man. Chin up. We're trying to get through with this man right here. So we're trying to get to the other game before we get to the meat of this show, guys. I appreciate. Look, the numbers are moving up as we speak. Nevertheless, like I was saying before, that was not the same Browns team that had been playing this year. Now, I will say this, and I want you to chime in with me. It's the defense that win you the championship games. However, offense, but if you're missing some guys, if you're missing some guys that's been holding you up all season, what do you expect to happen?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So I was trying to cheer my wife up same way. I'm like, it happened at the end of the season where 10 guys just couldn't make it. That's held you up the whole time. And I'm sure that, there are going to be some other people with different opinions on this, but it's football. It's football.
It's football, and it's critical football. Penalties, everything is at its heightened sense in the playoffs. So every play counts that much more in the playoffs. So yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow when your team doesn't show up and perform like you expect them to perform, like they've done the whole season. So yeah. Absolutely.
So my wife wants to give, it's end of the season, wants to give her a 2 cent in right now.
No, it's not even my 2 cent. You always want to be peacemaker. G, back me up on this. It's not the loss that hurts. It's how we lost that hurts. Like, all I wanted was for my team to battle to the very end. And they did not do that. To me, they laid down. They didn't play with whoever was on the field. They didn't play their best football. And when you are in the playoffs, you have to play your best football at every moment. So for me, it's just a huge disappointment. I didn't want any platitudes. I didn't want to hear any, y'all have people out. Now is not the time for excuses. Now is the time to grind.
It's not an excuse.
Did not grind, and I will be sending a very sternly worded letter to the front office.
And that's what I'm saying. It's not that. It's when you expect, like you said, if you expect a certain thing to happen and that doesn't show up, what do you expect? These aren't starters that you got here. They're starting in this game.
They are professionals.
They don't matter.
They are
professionals. If it's not the same person that's playing for you, that's done held you up from the jump, it's not going to happen. So in this case,
we look like a college team playing against an NFL team, and that is unacceptable. Now, that is not to take away from the pride I have in what they accomplished during the regular season. Right? I am still very proud of what they accomplished, but all of these same handicaps that they were dealing with that game, we've had those big handicaps all season, but we have fought through them. So what I am saying is that on yesterday, when they were supposed to fight through them, they did not.
Okay, that's fair. I agree. I agree. You get to this point, you want your team to battle. That's all you want. You want your team to battle and play the brand of football that you've seen them play the whole season. Not try anything different than what they did. And no, I absolutely agree with what Anisha is saying. At this point, there is no excuses, man. There is no excuses for people being hurt. So let's welcome my guy DB.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
What's going on, baby?
Derek, what's happening, bro?
Hey, can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah. Turn your web call down, big dog.
Okay. Y'all can hear me good now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you. There we go.
So, Derek, what was your take on your Cleveland Browns? Can you hear me?
Hold on a second. I can barely hear y'all. Hold on a second. All right, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Can y'all hear me now?
I got you.
We got you.
All right. Cool. Now, what was y'all saying now?
I was at what was your take on the performance of Cleveland?
Oh man.
It was awful, Corey. This is Marcia. It was terrible.
Okay. Hey, Marcia, look. Did you take the mic from your husband? What happened?
For the opposing team, TJ, he's the quarterback, he was the quarterback for Ohio State. So I was rooting for him, and it appears based on how Ohio played, I was on the winning. I'm trying to talk. Get out of here. I did the right thing. I was rooting for the right team. And
So you were
that's
rooting for Houston?
yes, I was. Because of C and because they were winning.
Okay. All right. Well, so tell me about the performance of your team then. You were rooting for Houston. How did they play for you then? Obviously they won, but tell me if that is that what you expected to happen?
Yes, but I expect it to happen. Listen, I don't know about sports. I just know CJ Strauss played for the team, did a really good job, and they won. And that's all I have.
That's all you had.
Yeah. Tanisha said that is not okay. That is not okay.
So my wife just clearly pushed me away from my phone and everything. Like,
that's all I have.
Okay.
Now she's leaving in good fashion. Now back to the original question. Like the Browns, like I'm proud of them for the season that they had, but man, they didn't show up. The defense didn't show up the way that they should have, or at least they didn't factor in that they didn't have that CJ Stroud factor because he lit them up.
Facts. So at this point, do y'all do anything different from next year? Because I know it's about to get really, really, tough on the next segment. However, what are you going to do for the next season? What do you see these the Browns doing for next year? Because like I said, honestly, y'all were playing with house money. You weren't playing with your original quarterback. You lost your starting running back. What else can you do? But I congratulate you for what is it? 12 win season?
11
wins. 11 wins. But it's not a terrible season when you're not playing with your main ingredients. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't get me wrong, it was duct tape and bubblegum, but we made it through. But man, like honestly, what I think it does is it does nothing besides set the bar higher for once Deshaun Watson is healthy. Like, so he got to show up and show out next year.
So had you had Chubb and Watson, you think it would have been a different outcome?
No, the defense lost this game. Flacco threw 2 picks, but like the defense lost that game against the Texans. Like I ain't even blaming the offense on that much.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right, yeah, you got a top 5 defense, top 3 defense in the league, and they play like that. I understand. Yeah, I understand that. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I feel your AG. Feel your pain.
Yeah.
Do you?
I appreciate it, DB. I appreciate it, man.
Man, like America's football team in the same category as the Browns.
Yeah.
Okay, D, I gotta ask you. Do you want to do this now? Because everybody do you want to do this now?
They want to move on. It looks like, man. Let's go ahead and jump into it, man. I'm
here. You got some time?
Oh yeah, I'm on here. I'm on here for the long haul. I'm not going to hoop tonight, so yeah.
All right, let's get it, man.
All right, man. Go ahead and transition, my brother.
So we talked about teams not playing up to par, teams not showing up in the playoffs, teams not giving what they gave during the regular season, and my Dallas Cowboys were no different. We come in with the number 2 seed, riding high at home, where we wanted to be. A team we said we're going to white out the stadium for a big game, going against a team that we felt was not, I felt, on our level. And they came in with so much confidence, with nothing to lose, and demolished us, man. Dominated us on both sides of the ball. My quarterback played like trash all the way up.
Trash? Are you saying trash?
Trash. My quarterback played like trash. And to start the game, he kind of got into a little rhythm at the end of the first half, but he missed a lot of things. He wasn't reading coverages. He was just dropping back and throwing instead of seeing what was going on. He didn't play well. He didn't play well. And in the biggest game of the year, he didn't play well. Mike McCarthy did not call the game well. I think our team is a pass first team. We know that.
Yeah.
To come out and try to establish the run first against a team who was the worst in the league on first and second down against the pass doesn't make a whole lot of sense to try to run the ball when your strength is passing the ball on first down and their weakness is having the ball thrown on them on first down. And we did not take advantage of that.
So now let me ask you, because from what I was looking at, the defense didn't do, because I don't want to put it all on that. But,
I'm going there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. This is that's why I said we got dominated on both sides of the ball. So, Green Bay, hey, they win the toss. What they say? I want the ball, and we're going to score. And what did they do? Drive right down on this top 5 defense that we have with no problem. And that trend continued throughout the game. Not only could we not stop the pass, we couldn't even stop the run.
Right.
Love.
Aaron had a good game today. Yeah.
Aaron had a great game, 3 touchdowns, over 100 yards. Jordan Love was pretty much untouched back there.
So what? Because like I said, no, this hadn't happened all season for y'all. G, tell me what broke down today? Because I mean, I hear, like, I was talking to our boy Big Country Zach. He wants it wiped out. He wants everything gone. Where are you? In terms of look, burn it down.
Who's that?
Bring him in, man. Bring him in.
Who's that?
That's Zach.
That was not it. That's Steve-O. That's Steve-O.
Oh, that's Steve-O.
Oh no, that's Dak.
That's Zach. I was saying that ain't Steve. That's Zach.
Not your average guy. You the other
guy. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's my guy Zach. What's going on, Zach? Yeah, no. So we went in there and didn't do anything we was doing in the regular season.
Yeah.
We get out there. Oh Lord. Oh, Gio too. We got a full house in the building.
Let me do this real quick. I know Zach said he got that baby. So got to go to sleep. Zach, tell me where your head is, my man.
No, I'll wait my turn. I'm outside, so I don't wake the baby up.
Okay. Well, go ahead, Zach. Give me your thoughts, big dog.
It's the same thing every year, man. In the playoffs, it's literally the same year. First of all, thanks for having me back. It's been a while with everything crazy going on in life. So good to see you guys.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
But it's literally the same thing every season. We can't stop the run, and Dak doesn't show up. The offense doesn't show up. We turn the ball over, penalties after penalties, undisciplined penalties, and we can't stop the run. That's coaching. That's on Dan Quinn. That's on Dak. That's on Mike McCarthy. I don't understand the hype anymore about Dan Quinn. Let him go.
But y'all was solid all season, though. I mean, why give him the heavy criticism now, though?
Who are we solid against? We sucked against Buffalo. We sucked against San Fran. We sucked against Detroit, even though we got out with the win. Didn't do good against Miami.
We actually played. I don't want to say we sucked against Detroit. We played well against. We held them to 20 points.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in the critical things like the running game, all the discipline things, all these things that we have issues with. It's shown its head in the regular season too.
Yeah, I thought we held Detroit to like 115 yards though.
Okay, we squeaked out of there with a win. But every other game, that's arguable. But every other game, it's shown that we showed our weaknesses all year. And Jerry hasn't done a thing to fix these weaknesses in the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
We needed another run stuffer. We went and got Stephon Gilmore. And Brandon Cooks. Does that help? I get they're great players, but it didn't help where we needed it to.
But I thought the signing of Mozzie Smith was that was a major pickup.
They barely use him.
I mean, they tried to.
Yeah, but it's a rookie, man. You got to give him time.
Yeah. We got to give him time. I mean, we had Hankins back. We brought Hankins back.
Yeah, but they're not game changers to me.
Yeah.
Even Mozzie Smith, I'm a huge Michigan fan. He's not a game changer.
Yeah. But I think we needed more linebacker help to stop the run.
Yep.
Then I think that's what losing I don't even know if Shaq Leonard would have helped because he's been playing like trash too. But you know, Dan Quinn, I thought Dan Quinn tried to, you know, put a band-aid on it. My thing with Dan Quinn is Dan Quinn changed up how he played all year.
That's what I was about to say.
We went into this game instead of playing man like we normally do, we went to zone and played zone majority of the game.
Why was that mistake? Why did that mistake happen? You know, when that hadn't happened most of the season. Why did it take so long for the transition to pick up?
Because they're playing scared. They're playing not to win. Dan Quinn's always played not to lose. He's never played to win. When he was a head coach, 28-3 against New England. They've always played not to lose. You can't do that.
They got aggressive towards the end of the game. What was the difference between the end of the game and the beginning?
Garbage time.
We're trying to get their backups.
Garbage time.
Yeah. And remember when we played Nilo, what's up, Brody? When we played Detroit, we had Detroit stifled all game playing man. That last drive, them bad boys go into a zone, they go up the field in 35 seconds and score. Because he's playing scared.
I get so all right, without having to analyze what just happened, let's talk about what's hot on the internet right now. Like saying with Big Country, burn it down, get rid of them. You know, fire. I see a firing coming. Where are you guys right now in terms of what's up, OG? My man is here. Where are you guys right now in terms of your quarterback and your coach?
You asking me? You talking to?
I would say don't speak at once. Whoever want the stage right now, and then
we know what Big Country want. He's talking about burn it down, man. Let's start all over. Get rid of everybody. Don't sign Dak. All that. So I'm not there. I'm not gonna overreact right now. Okay. You know, I know I'm emotional. So I'm not gonna overreact to the loss right now. There will have to be some conversations. I'm not saying get rid of Mike McCarthy. I think I'm still rolling with Mike, man. Like my guy said, man, there has to be some kind of changes in these penalties in big games, and not coming out ready. I don't understand how in all of our major games we come out ready. We come out so slow in all of our big games. So I'm not ready to say it's time for a new coach. I'm not. I still hold some. I think 12-5 still holds weight for me. It's something has to happen in the postseason though, for me.
Well, I do this here. Let's welcome on, my man, the OG of the crew. I know it's a hot topic right now. I'd like to welcome back, OG. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing great, fellas. How y'all doing?
Sure. We got right. You know what it is. What you got, man? Where you hear that?
I would be remorse if I did not come on here tonight. If it's only just for a few minutes. and I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna respond to the question you just asked.
Okay.
I would prefer to leave things just like they are in Dallas.
Okay.
And you want to know why?
Tell me why.
Because it's this time of year, this kind of situation, where I get all the flack, all the shade during the season, talking about my team and my coach and all this and all that. But I always say one thing. I'm going to be the first one
My wife is laughing like that.
Welcome you to what party? That is the house party. Let me be the first one to go on record and welcome you. Yeah, I'm going to say one more thing, Quinn. I'm going to let you take it all over. I'm going to have nothing else to say. In that little text chain, now you start a little text.
Yeah.
And I made one little comment, and then I got some direct hate back at me. Keep watching. Keep watching. Your team not in the playoffs. Just keep on watching. And I kept on watching, and things just didn't change. It stayed the same. So again, G.
Zach, hold it together, Zach.
Again, G. I got you that ticket that I've had for you for the last few years in the same place, sitting right between me and Corey.
Okay.
So I just want to officially stamp your ticket.
Yeah, it's getting hotter. Yes. Okay. I wouldn't expect no more, for you to come back on and throw some shade.
But lastly, I do want to thank y'all for reaching out. Thanking what you and the Rice did yesterday, Corey, and you and Kanisha making the trip. Hey, you don't know how much that meant, man. I really, 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 really appreciate it.
Hey man, you're a guy, man. You're a guy. Wouldn't be no different, man. You know what I mean?
All day, every day, baby.
Cool. So
I'm going on mute now.
So Zach, I know you like when we were exchanging texts. You get a lot of flack for. I like to say being the honest Dallas fan. My man G will go down with the ship. But at the same time, like you said, now tell me he was the opposite of yours, saying that the coach and Dak, he believed in 10 and 12-5 is what you said.
12-5.
Yeah, 3 straight years, and that's nothing to scoff at.
What's up, Eric Thornton? So tell me what changes can be made here outside of what you just said with coach and Dak being put in the trash can. Because honestly, if you let them go, they'll both be working next week.
Well, first off, Chuck, man, condolences and prayers out to you. I didn't reach out yet because I know it's probably hectic for you, so I just wanted to give you some space. But hope everything's going as well as it possibly can for you, man.
I appreciate it.
Second, yeah, I mean, Dak's a great quarterback. I know I give him a lot of crap, but he is. He's a great quarterback. If you look at the numbers and you look at, he's a good person. Someone I would want my kid to look up to. But just how he is as a man. But yes, 12-5 the last 3 years. Every single year, stupid penalties, can't stop the run, and Dak looks not like Dak when it matters most. And I went through this all with Romo, and I've defended him, and I learned no more, like with Romo. And I let myself get trapped again. And no, I'm not doing it anymore. I mean, you can't give a guy 200. He wants $200+ million. The reports were like 230, 240 million on his next contract.
On the extension?
Can you say that he's earned that?
He's an MVP this year, right? I mean,
no, he's not.
He's an MVP. Is two people.
He's a candidate.
Two people. Him or Lamar.
Him or Jackson. Yeah. No. Don't add Lamar now. You didn't add Lamar then.
I said it's a 2-man race.
Barely, but okay. I do that.
You got those two. You got Christian McCaffrey. You got a couple others that probably should get some consideration too. But yes, Dak did it all this year, and he kept his turnovers down. Looked like a different Dak, and I'll give him all that. But all Dallas fans should care about at this point is what happens now. What happens when you get there? And it's the same story. He's done everything he can do in the regular season, especially if he wins the MVP this year. He's done everything he can do. He's been a Pro Bowler, been an All Pro, possibly an MVP. He's done everything he can do. It's not good enough.
Where else can you go? Where else can you go?
But the problem is with Dallas, you're going to give all this money to Prescott. You're going to have to pay CD. You're going to have to pay Micah Parsons. You're going to have to pay Tyler Smith eventually. You're going to have to pay. You just paid Diggs. You're going to have to pay Deron Bland. There's too many people that needs to be paid. And if this is the pinnacle,
going up though.
Yeah, it's not enough. Not enough for all these $100 million players. Not enough.
So let me ask you this: with Jerry Jones being the aggressive owner, GM that he is, does that mean that you guys won't go over the luxury tax, salary cap, all that? I mean, he's been known
it's a hard cap. You can't go over the salary cap. It's a hard cap.
Okay.
It's not like the NBA. But
so what do you do? That's what I'm saying. So what do you, as opposed to keeping this guy, what do? You go and look for somebody in the draft?
you can keep him, okay? But at the very least, you got to get rid of this coaching staff.
Because
you can more so blame the coaching staff for not having the people prepared, not having the players prepared. Dak and the offense was clearly not prepared today. The defense was clearly not prepared, and that you guys all played. Where you look at undisciplined turnovers or penalties. Penalties is the biggest thing. So many stupid penalties. It's the same song and dance. That's on the coaching. That's on the coaching staff. You could at least get rid of the coaching staff this year.
So you would not be surprised if let's say come Monday or this afternoon if you heard that Mike McCarthy was fired.
I wouldn't be. I'd be more surprised if he stays.
What about you, G?
I'll be more surprised if he's fired. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah.
But see, the problem with that is, and yeah, sure, you can give him more chances, but there's got to be enough is enough. If Jerry really cares about winning, he's got to make changes. He talks a big talk, but it seems to be all about the money with these guys, man. There's no fight. There's no fight. When you look at San Francisco or other teams like that, sure they struggle, but they play physical and they fight.
Let me ask. My bad. Go ahead, G.
So Nilo says not coaching, it's the players. They don't know what they have to do, or they know what they have to do. I'm sorry, and I kind of agree with that. I think it's more these players, man. They gotta have some kind of fight in them.
Okay, G, but
you can't keep beating in the head and be like, oh man, I don't know what to do. At some point, you got to you just gotta start swinging.
Yeah, but this is 3 years in a row now. And is paying them even more money going to change their fight?
I don't know if paying them any more money, but I think you keep the same guy there. Like, I think Mike McCarthy has done a great job. Yeah, we are. I don't know what's going on
so had Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn had, but Dan Quinn's leaving anyway. So I'm not really focused on Dan Quinn. Everybody knows Dan Quinn probably going to Seattle. So I'm not really focused too much on Dan Quinn. Mike McCarthy is the guy that everybody is running to get rid of, really. So I just think he's done enough for me to keep him in the saddle for me. Okay. I don't want to Bill Belichick, right? Please, Derek, don't hire a washed up Bill Belichick. No, this I'm not with that.
Derek, you still with me, man? No, I thought he's.
Oh yeah, I'm still out here.
Let me ask you a question, man. I've been listening to two sides of Cowboy fan here. On the outside, beside myself looking in, what's your take on the Cowboy quarterback and the coaching position?
Y'all been dealing with Dak for a while now, but y'all like my man just said, y'all got a lot of money invested in him, so. And I think y'all at this point now to where y'all may have to venture out and shake some stuff up. Now, how y'all do that is going to be a different story.
And where you what part are you talking about shaking up, DB?
Y'all now, I'm a Dak fan, but y'all done been down that path before, and y'all done gave Dak weapons. Like maybe it is a coaching change at this point.
But at the same time, too, like CeeDee Lamb led the league in catches, and there was 2 huge drops that changed momentum. And you're about to pay him a lot of money. And CD's had huge drops before. And think of all the big games. CD's at least had a drop or 2.
I think the OG has said that in the past too. At one point, CD did have some. He would call them brick hands, or I forget what he's calling, but
we can't really take what the OG really say. That's
hands of stone, baby. Hands of stone.
That's just hate coming from the OG. That's just hate coming from the OG.
Hands of stone.
Hands of stone, baby. Hands of stone.
For me, it's like I don't know. I don't even know.
I can tell both of y'all are frustrated.
I'm so disgusted. We deserve better. Like even it doesn't matter if you hate the Cowboys or not. Any franchise deserves better than to be laying eggs every single year.
Do y'all realize we had this same type of conversation last year?
And the year before. And the year before. And the year before.
But you know how many teams would like mine? I would love to be 12-5 right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I know that's a different story with how we do. I know your expectations are different. We want to win too, but I don't know where you go whenever you're at 12-5. You know, what changes can you make, or what can you do to build that
It's
extra
like,
layer?
look, like, for example, I'll just take it to college. It's not the same thing at all. But Michigan, they had a huge drought. They hadn't won a national title since Truman was in office.
Yeah.
But they had that Shea Patterson spread offense where they tried to look cute. They had a good offense and then would crap the bed against Ohio State and lose a bowl game. Jim Harbaugh hired good coordinators, got out of the way. They got physical, and they played smash mouth. And they laid an egg twice, but they stayed with it, and they kept adding like certain recruits that actually fit holes in their system, like receivers that can make a play instead of just having to run the ball every time. A quarterback and changing J.J. McCarthy over Cade McNamara, who first beat Ohio State. We didn't fall in love with him. He couldn't get the job done. Got rid of him. We're national champions.
So you're saying that that same thing should happen with the Cowboys?
I'm not saying it's not the same thing, but the point is you can be a successful team year in and year out and still have to make drastic changes, and you can still come out on the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody thought Dallas was crazy for blowing it up and trading Herschel Walker.
But we weren't a good team when we traded Herschel Walker.
No, but everybody thought like, wow, we gave our best player away.
Yeah,
that catapulted the twins, right? I mean the triplets.
Yeah, you know? but I think
imagine the draft capital we could get if we got rid of Dak.
Look, I think you said it right though. For me, Big Country, you said right there. Michigan, they got there, they stumbled in the playoffs, you know, stumbled in the big game, but y'all stayed with Harbaugh. So, and they grabbed some good coordinators. I like Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn's defense is a turnover machine. But do we need in the playoffs? You need a physical defense to win championships.
Yeah.
We don't have a physical defense. We have a fast, quick defense that you know can turn you over. But if we don't turn you over, we're going to get killed. So, do you think we need to change our defense to and start hiring? I mean, or hire a Vrabel, a Mike Vrabel as a DC?
For me, like then they said it during the game, right? They said veteran teams are struggling in the playoffs now compared to young teams.
Yeah.
So you need to get younger. And we might disagree on the quarterback situation, but we need to get younger. Our offensive line's getting older. Like Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, and keep them. But I'm just saying we need to get youth on this team somewhere, more youth.
Okay.
And we need a physical coach, yes. But remember Chris Richards?
Mm-hmm.
Chris Bouchard. I wanted him to be our head coach after Garrett.
Right.
Remember how fired up he had the defense playing?
Yeah.
Even though they weren't a physical team, but he had them actually trying to punch people in the mouth.
Yeah.
Like we need a coach that's like hungry, that wants it.
Oh, you talking about the replacement of Dan Quinn
or Mike McCarthy? At least whichever one you want to get rid of. We need guys that are trying to prove themselves. We don't need guys that are household names that have already done it, that are just kind of resting on their laurels. We need a guy that needs to prove himself. Look at these teams that have won Super Bowls. The Rams, Sean McVay needed to prove himself. The 49ers, Shanahan needed to prove himself. They won a Super Bowl, but they're consistently better every year. You got, so many different playoff teams with new head coaches that are trying to prove themselves. You don't see guys getting retread Super Bowl champions. Albeit they do great jobs, but they're resting on their laurels. There's never been a head coach to win a Super Bowl for two different teams.
Yes, it has.
Like they said they said that today in the broadcast.
Never? Okay. Yeah.
At least I could be misled.
Yeah, I thought there was.
They said that. Someone can fact check me if they want, but that's what I've heard. So there could be an outlier here and there, but you can't name them off the top of your head.
It's not very many if it is. Yeah.
So I thought it was what's your man name that was at Indianapolis and no.
He didn't win.
Dungeon. Yeah, it wasn't Dungeon.
So I got one question.
Yeah.
So we here we talking about the coaches and we pounding the coaches and saying we need to let the coaches go. But when we go hold the players accountable, and I tell you this every year, you look good on paper, but paper not gonna win no games. Looking good on paper not gonna win.
Chuck, you can ask Corey what I said to that.
And I don't say that. Like You can say that because only one team wins. Like only one team wins the Super Bowl. So you're playing the odds. That don't show me anything. You're saying you're on paper. You look good. You're just playing the odds. 1 against 30 to 31.
Okay.
The odds are in your favor. So I can't go with that one, dog.
But okay, but then you're consistent about
your job is to bring in talent, right? That's the job. You want to have a talented team and give yourself a chance. That's their job.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but
I mean, you're supposed to look good on paper.
At the same point, though, I agree with you on that statement. Like, you can't win every year, and there's only one team happy. But at the same point in time, if we would have made the NFC Championship game this year and lost to San Fran, I'd be a lot happier than I am right now.
I'm with you.
And,
I'm with you.
And like, this was our easiest year to do it. Being the second seed, haven't lost in 2 years at home. You got Green Bay, and then you got Tampa or Philly or Detroit, someone like that. It's at home. This was the year to do it, and they completely. This is the worst playoff choke I've seen out of the Cowboys, and I've only seen playoff choking.
But y'all did set the record today. Y'all made history today.
We did. They always make history.
Andy Reid winning both leagues.
That was the. I think
No.
I saw. But this was the first 7th seed to make it to the next round.
Yeah, it's only been 4 years though.
Well, yeah, it's new.
That's the perfect record for us to
history.
break.
It's still history.
That's the perfect record for us to break.
Hey,
I'm not as mad as I would be. My college team won at least.
Hey, you didn't put my other post up there about wearing your cowboy gear to CBS.
No, man. No.
You didn't see it?
No, hold on. Let me see. Let me go back through it. See, all right, there we go. If you wear your Cowboys gear to CBS tomorrow, they have Puffs Ultra Soft Tissue buy one get one free.
Thanks, Chuck. I was running low. Thanks for that.
Knick said, do you think you are underprepared for your opponent? I said because I feel like I got from my team. I don't want to say they was underprepared. I honestly think that they played scared. I think they played scared, man. I think my coaches, they tried to play. They thought about it too much, man. Instead of being who you can't go into the playoffs and change who you are. You can't try to change your stripes. Be who you are, man.
That and like it seems like the coaching staff always tries to be the smartest guys in the room, and they're not. Like you just said, Green Bay's been a running team pretty much all year. Mm-hmm. But they saw that Watson was coming back. They saw that Dillon was out. So they thought they were going to try to take the top off the defense. So they played they played both safeties back all game. And then but that's the stupidest thing you could possibly do. You can't make adjustments, like you said. But if you have to make adjustments, you make them when they happen.
They happen. When they happen, man.
And that's where these teams beat us, because we don't make adjustments, but at the same time, our players don't respond. You got like Dak and CD, and not to bring it back to the offense, but like they weren't on the same page for a few plays, and they self-destruct and they start yelling at each other. Back in the day, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I am not old enough. I'm getting old, feel old, but I'm not old enough. Jimmy Johnson would not have let that crap happen.
Man, you're talking about Jimmy Johnson here. He was fired up at halftime.
That's the type of coach we need. We need a no-nonsense guy that can come in here and manage egos. We have too many egos.
And I didn't think they were yelling at each other. I thought they were really, and from what they were saying, they were just going over the plays, like what the coverages they was running.
But then was the body language. CD got pushed around, didn't fight back. He's shaking his head. He's putting his head down. It's not even the end of the first half, and you're already defeated mentally.
I agree with that.
I don't think other no-nonsense coaches would have let that happen. As far as they would have got in them and motivated them or something. Mike McCarthy's too laid back for me.
You know what's crazy? When I was watching at halftime, Jimmy Johnson, he was. You're right, Steve-O.
Fired up.
You can see it in his eyes. He was fired up. He said, "I can't say what I want to say."
Yeah.
I can't say what I want to say.
That speech was real. That was a real speech. He wasn't. They was asking what would he say. He was actually saying that to the Cowboys. Like he was definitely fired up about that. AD, my dog, AD, man, welcome on, man. Congratulations, AD. I told AD we were blowing them out 40-17 today, man.
Wow. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna have to leave, but what I do give Green Bay credit for is accepting the ball and going down and throwing the first punch. A lot of teams wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
That's
that was
true.
warfare right there.
I think they had to though. I don't think you don't want to go down against the Cowboys, especially at home. I think anytime you win, you got to take the ball. So I think that's what you have to do.
I think if you ask him in hindsight, they probably would have gave him the ball first here.
Yeah,
go throw a pick six.
But I think but honestly, I think that put the pressure on them, on us.
Yep.
Because you got to remember, they didn't have any pressure. They were playing with house money.
Yep.
So now that they go down there and score that fast, now we got to we got to try to match this, and we go down there and get stopped at midfield, and then next time they get it, they score again. It's like, what in the world?
The crazy part is on Vegas odds, they didn't have, you know how they always got, there's a stat and an odd for everything. And they were just talking about, I guess, okay, so the score that Vegas had, they had Cowboys 30, Packers 20. That was the odds on the game. And then at the same time, if you put a bet on on the Packers to have won that first touchdown in the first, I guess the first couple plays in the game, they turned the odds over, at Dallas is what I'm saying. Nobody expected that to happen. So if you put some money on the Packers today, you probably did all right. You know what I mean?
What up, Big Kendall? Hey, and I told everybody, man, I put this out on my Twitter page. If your team is not in the playoffs, I don't want to hear you talking no trash.
Man, you can't do that.
I know, right?
We're not in the playoffs anymore, G.
Carolina Panthers, I don't want to hear you talking. There's no reason for you to be tweeting me or talking to me about.
Why y'all doing that? Look, Big Country did the same thing on Facebook. Look, I'm not accepting phone calls, hugs. I'm not accepting kids.
There's an Eagles fan I work with, and he completely ignored every call I ever asked for the last 3 months. So that's why I didn't answer him, because it's like, bro, I'm not the delusional ones. I'm the one who I'm not the one to get on. I expect this.
Okay. Well, let's if I got y'all here, let's ease into this then. Okay, Eagles. What are their chances?
I think they're losing to Tampa Bay.
At the sorriest team in the league, the sorriest division, the best team in the sorriest division, they will play on Monday.
They haven't played. I don't think the Eagles have been playing well at all, and they're playing without AJ Brown. I don't see it.
I think they're going to win because they have to go back to the run game. They're 1-5 in their last 6 because they went away from the running game.
So let me ask you: in the beginning of the season, the Eagles they were tough. They were seriously the team to beat at one point. Where did they turn around? Where did they start to back up here?
You saw it. They abandoned the run game.
You think they lean too much on
Jalen Hurts? Yeah, they know that you got to run the ball with him. So
go ahead.
They could easily lose against Tampa Bay. I see where they've been playing like dog crap, but if they're going to win, it's because they run the football and play physical.
I think they've lost 5 out of the last 6. 5 out of the last 6. Yeah.
Every team that's good, the number 1 seeds in both conferences, San Fran and Baltimore, run the ball and play physical football.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Chiefs, they're defending Super Bowl champions, they've been more physical this year in defense and running the ball. That's how they've won. They haven't won because of Mahomes. But, being Mahomes. Dallas and Miami and these other teams, they get too cute. It's about being physical. And if you're going to win in the Super Bowl, you're going to win the playoffs, you got to be physical.
Mm-hmm. On the defensive side.
And even you got to run the ball and play great defense. You got to be physical on defense, but you also got to be physical on offense. You got to get your linemen flying off the ball and run. And that sets up the play action.
Yeah. We ran the ball well today.
Yeah. But it wasn't like body punches like it used to be with like prime Zeke, for example. It wasn't gut punches all game.
Yeah.
It wasn't haymakers on the ground.
Because I think we're a past team. Like, we're not going to. But I think your defense is what, especially in the playoffs, your defense is what sets the tone.
Yeah, they got to be physical. If you have to pick one, yes, you got to pick your defense. But I would like to see a physical offense as well. I would like to see a running the ball physically. Like Tony Pollard and Rico Dowdle aren't physical backs.
Mm.
We need a guy who's going to punish people.
And even like Baltimore, they don't really have no physical backs. They just
Gus Edwards weighs 240.
Right. When he plays.
He hurts people.
When he plays.
Patrick Ricard's 320-pound fullback that smashes people. He's an all-pro fullback. Harbaugh runs they have the most consecutive 100-yard rushing games in league history.
Okay,
They're the number one seed. We're out of the playoffs.
Yeah, no. I think their running game is based off a lot of it's not just smash mouth football. It's that you got to worry about Lamar Jackson. You got to see it's not smash mouth. Like it's not that physical.
You'll see.
But their defense is what is the physical part of their team.
Yes, but you also got to think too. Their offensive line is firing off and hurting people, and like ours doesn't really anymore.
You want Dak to win the Super Bowl, G?
Of course, absolutely.
Hey, I like barbecue wings.
That man came out of nowhere. Oh,
I didn't know they announced it yet. They announced it.
What?
It don't make no difference. After this performance, it's a sealed deal.
Oh, you're right about that. Oh, they don't count playoffs, but they don't count playoffs, but
they might not count it, but they saw it.
Oh, the votes are already in. The votes are already in, man. So we'll see. I'll get you your barbecue with dirt on it.
Listen, what about this? I know we skipped over it. Miami didn't show up either. I'll be remiss if I didn't add.
They shouldn't have. Like they did them wrong for even playing that game in that weather. That was not a healthy game. What was it? Negative
20, negative 29 or something
29,
like that.
Yeah. You know how hard that ground was?
Listen, I mean, Kansas City put up 26 points.
That's not a safe game. Yeah, they did. That's not a safe game to play in, man.
But see, the thing is, yes, you're right, G, and they could have rescheduled it, but in those moments, like you got to adjust if you're a great team, and they only know one way, and it's the cute way, and that doesn't work in that weather.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? When they were watching the boys come in,
Corey, you got to have a team that can win multiple ways.
True.
And if you don't, look what happens.
That is true.
When they were showing them guys getting off the plane, one of the announcers said that they didn't spend enough time in a cold environment. They practiced the same way they all had, and sometimes that could be a shocker to you when you're not practicing under those type of conditions. Kansas City had been playing that way they said the last 2 weeks. They've been playing under those type of conditions, preparing for it. Miami didn't do that. Somebody suggested that they should have spent a week ahead of time, in a colder environment. Do y'all agree with that?
Hey, blame Vegas.
You can do that all you want, but at the same time, it's not as hard as it is for a full football game out in that weather. So it's all about what you got inside you, man. If you're built for it, you're built for it. If you're not, you're not.
That's a mental game at that point.
But Pittsburgh and Buffalo got postponed.
Right.
Yeah, that was because of
explain that.
That was the snow.
But it got postponed because they said the weather, right?
Yeah, Pittsburgh couldn't. They never made it to Buffalo. They still didn't make it to Buffalo.
Oh,
yeah, they couldn't fly in.
That's the snow. That's why.
That's what I'm saying. But if your team is there, and I hear you, Derek, that they changed one game over, didn't change the other one. But if you're there, like he was saying, you got to show up. You got to be able to play in those type of conditions. You got to be ready to do this thing. Now, I will say this here on the sidelines, they have heaters already ready. They're not just sitting there in frigid weather. You go in there, they're fairly warm for while they're sitting there. Then they go back out there. I know some of the guys are probably ready to go and sit their ass back down, but to go back to the warmers. But
look here, you know how quick they were trying to get back to them there. You ain't never seen a team run off the field so fast,
right? To get back under the warmers
because everybody don't get a warmer.
The thing I understand about that though is is that why would the NFL schedule the coldest place at night instead of having the
at 1?
the Texas game against Cleveland, which was in a dome during the day?
Right.
Because it's all determined to help a certain golden boy. Mahomes, but then it was Brady. I'm not saying it's rigged. I'm saying they give them all the opportunities.
You saying Mahomes is now the new golden boy?
Oh,
yeah, you didn't know that?
Not new.
You got Taylor Swift there. All they care about is if Taylor's happy and Patrick's happy.
Oh, the Swifties are there. Yeah, look,
so
they had guys that were wiping off her.
You got to think whatever makes the league the most money, and it's when Dallas loses, and it's when the Golden Boy wins.
Yeah. Corey, you could barely walk in the car in Cleveland, and it wasn't even that cold.
Yes. Hey, when they opened up the dome in Atlanta a little bit, I was like, "What they doing?" Listen, this is not what we do here. It was like it was a little breezy. We were like, "Why are they doing that?" But
man, it's under 30 degrees. I got a hoodie on, but I'm out in the cold in my garage in shorts, man.
I would say
you're either used to it or you're not.
Wow.
Now I will say this here: when I first went to Cleveland, I'll be straight. I was coming from Baton Rouge at the time, and Baton Rouge don't get that cold. And I was flying to see my wife, and I had on a little, I had to buy a coat at the airport, and I got reamed, because I was like, listen, I need this leather coat right here, But you're right. Some players aren't conditioned for that. If I'm in Miami all year, of course, it doesn't get cold there.
Yeah, I just felt like I thought that weather was unsafe. That's all. I think they could have like you said, moved that to a day game, or don't like they don't have it at night.
Is that where but I'm saying, is that where football is going at this point, where we can't have one, maybe 2 cold games of the year?
That wasn't cold. That was like Kanisha said, that's Antarctica.
But the Cowboys played in one of the famous, what is it, Ice Bowl?
Yeah, Ice Bowl. But they ain't had no choice back then. We got choices now. We got choices, man.
I'm with you on that one, G, man. Like, at this point, you got to do what's right and make the game entertaining. That ain't even fun to watch.
Right.
Listen, there, when I first met you, I got snowed in at their house for 4 days. My flight didn't leave, but I'm just saying, it's a part of the game now. I did when I just met them, but I had to stay an additional 3 days at their house. I had just met them. But
Snack said Miami went to Kansas City with scuba gear.
Probably did. A dolphin don't swim in the snow. But if we're getting to that point where a football team can't play in frigid weather, now they have the technology to be prepared for this. Be there a week ahead of time.
My thing is, it's the safety. It's for the safety of the players. You know how hard that ground has to be.
Yeah, but you going back over to a warm area right after your play when they swapping out. The
ground, a brick. You're falling down on a brick. That is not safe. We talk about players. They talk so much about player safety. But then you go out there and you make them play on concrete. That's not player safety.
So that field, they had the little warmers underneath the ground, right? They said the grounds crew had it. It may have been a little wet, but it wasn't hard as a rock.
Who had heaters?
I think they said they had it on the bottom of the field, right?
Did you not see the ice?
Huh? I thought they had warmers under the ice, under the field.
Well, the defrosters weren't turned on, buddy.
Well, and the thing is, and quiet as kept, until you actually go to a football game and that type of frigid weather, man, that crap ain't fun. Like, you go because you spent money. Like, it is not fun being in that environment. Like, I agree, man. They should have canceled. They should have postponed that game. Do what's best for the players and the fans at that point. Yeah. Y'all getting y'all money either way it go, whether it's today or Monday.
Right,
like,
exactly.
Do the right thing.
Look, so I'll ask this question here. So this was, I know, G, you said you had, does anybody else besides G have Peacock?
Yes, I do.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I got Peacock.
Well,
maybe it'll get me there. Look, then don't worry about it. Look, I didn't have.
No. Hey, Corey, you didn't ask the right question. How many people got Peacock for more than just this weekend? That's the main question.
Well, see, I steal my mother-in-law's.
Oh,
Hey, we didn't say that. He didn't say that. He didn't say that, y'all.
he said stealing mother-in-law Peacock account.
No, but that's another thing. They got to fix that because you can't have cable, all these subscriptions. Like y'all just getting in the pocket. Like how much money do y'all need at the end of the day? And they're making it inconvenient for the fans to watch the sport at this point.
What up, KJ?
What's up? So I guess the way it happened, me and my wife were talking about it. So we were, we were looking at blogs and all that type of stuff. So whenever the writers were on strike, they gave the NFL the right to say, let's do this, let's try some things. I don't know if they did an agreement with Peacock for one of the playoff games, but
yeah, they got killings for that. Yeah, they got paid a lot of money for that.
Right.
But
So
we have Peacock because they have good shows on Peacock.
Okay.
So that's why we got Peacock. My wife loves The Office, so that's why we.
He
got
said
it.
strike that from the record. I meant I go to my mother-in-law's house and watch it.
There you go.
So Snacks, so he paid $5 for Peacock, for the whole year. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I didn't want to pay for that because I was in my head. I'm like, I'm not paying for just one game. I wanted to see it, but I was like, it was an Ice Bowl game, so I didn't think it was going to be that exciting. But I didn't expect for that to happen with them doing one playoff game on the Peacock. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not even just that; it's baseball too. I'm a Yankees fan, and you had to pay for like 32 different streaming platforms if you wanted to watch every game. It was like Fubo, Apple TV, Peacock, everything.
That's where television is going, y'all. They're gonna start making you pay for every channel eventually.
Yeah. Every different game, yeah.
Every channel, man. So you see, like NBC gone now. So on some of them,
what's gone?
NBC, NBC is gone off some of the cable channels. So
yeah, it was going on DirecTV, but it conveniently came back today, right?
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it conveniently came back today on DirecTV.
Wow, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Peacock has ESL on the English Premier League. Oh, soccer.
Okay. Oh,
they also have all Big Ten college basketball.
Oh wow. Okay. Steve-O said, man, they better not cut the signals with rabbit ears. I'm paying Sunday ticket to see every game, but being told you have to be on extra service to watch playoff games. What?
Did y'all see the?
They cut us out.
The Taylor Swift meme. Did you see the one where she was like, they had to defrost her window in her box so she could see?
That's what I was saying. They had guys that was deep because she couldn't see. There was she had a whole staff in there.
There was a meme of her looking through the frost, and it said me looking at my neighbor's window. So because I didn't feel like paying the $5 to watch the Dolphins TV.
Oh,
what's going on, KJ? He said, "How y'all feeling, man? Any big news coming Monday?" My guy, Big Country, he wants some big news on Monday. I don't think we're gonna have any big news, Big Dog. I don't want any big news. But there's a possibility. Jerry Jones is not happy, I'm sure. So there is a huge possibility there's gonna be some big news.
If he does, let me tell you, I hope. Listen, let McCarthy be out there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. Because my guy, I want Harbaugh, but my guy, man, he's interviewing guys that's never been a head coach before, man. I'm getting tired.
Antonio Pierce is on the he's one of the guys for interview.
We asked for it. So I'm hoping that he does get a shot. But what I'm saying is, why are we not getting the hottest guy that's out there right now? I'm not saying that they're not good quarterbacks here.
Who's the hottest guy? Who's the hottest guy?
I think Harbaugh is the hottest one right now. And then I'll take the offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions right now. I like him.
Okay.
I don't want Belichick. I said that before to y'all. I don't want to go back to that. I don't want Vrabel. That's hard for me to say his name. Yeah, I want Bieniemy to have another shot. We interviewed him one time, but I heard it was like 30 minutes. We didn't take him seriously. We need somebody that's gonna sell tickets for one, and somebody that's been on, like I said, that's been a head coach before in the league, and somebody that's done it on both college and the NFL. That's what I want. I don't want to give another guy another shot. I don't want 3 years. I want somebody that's had coaching experience, not somebody that's had a hot season.
Right.
Tired of that, man.
I would like to see if and I would be disappointed in the Raiders if they didn't bring him in. But Pierce, man, I think Antonio Pierce can coach though.
For the Raiders?
For the Raiders, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's the one. Y'all interviewing him.
Yeah, but you know the crazy part is, so they had 2 guys on the Raiders that said if y'all don't pick him up, I'm gonna request a trade. You know,
If the Raiders let him go,
yeah.
Raiders let him go. He wants to trade, and that's Max Crosby.
Yeah, KJ, no Prime. Prime ain't ready. No. Dion, no. I love Dion, but no. We'll end up being Colorado of the NFC South. Yeah, no.
The Super Bowl would be on pay-per-view within 5 years. Bang on it.
It looked like it wasn't coming from, you know.
Yeah,
but
they better not. They better not. You see what these pay-per-view doggone boxing matches are doing.
True.
They better not. Especially with these streaming services.
Now let me ask you: you are still, though you only go to 1 game a year, a season ticket holder for the Falcons. Who would you want to see that would help you come to, let's say, 2 games this year?
The Cowboys coming here 1 game, and then the Cowboys coming back.
Coaching, not Cowboy tickets coming here. I said that you're a ticket holder. Oh, okay, you didn't answer the question, but coaching, not to have the Cowboys come here 2 times a year, play 2. What coach would you want here?
What?
I said Cowboys come. We're gonna play Cowboys 10 times a year, so G can come to the game.
Let me see. I would like I said, I think Antonio Pierce deserves a chance. I think he would be great. I think he can lead some men to
as a head coach. He got 4. Wait, how many games did he get? 6?
I think he played like 6. I think he coached like 6 games.
6 games.
Yeah, with a team that was in turmoil. So I think he actually turned that team around.
How can he help the Falcons?
Y'all have talent. I think y'all may have more talent than what the Raiders have.
Okay, but he hasn't proven that he knows how to put an offense together, or
you get an offensive coordinator for that.
I'm just saying you still have to know. You know, I don't want you Deion Sanders in that thing where you just sit there and say I'll address it at halftime.
Yeah, he's the leader. He has to be able to lead men. That's his job as the head coach. You don't want him to be the head coach and the offensive coordinator. You don't want him mingling in that.
Your coach does it. Your coach does it.
My coach is the OC though.
That's what I'm saying. Your coach is the offensive coordinator, huh?
Yeah, he calls the plays now. Yeah.
So, that sounds like a chapter out of Stefanski's playbook.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want to do that,
right? So no, I don't snack pants. I don't want Bill Belichick either. I don't want an old coach either. That's like I said, 3 years he'll be. Where he gonna be? He gonna be 75 in 3 years.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. You don't want an old man, and then he wants too much control.
Yeah.
Oh, baby woke up. Now you good. Thanks for jumping on, big country.
It's all good. It's all good.
Appreciate you.
OG, if you don't mind me asking, who would you want to see this is on my end. The Falcons pull in for an interview.
I would like to. I guess so. You can be happy. I want them to bring in Harbaugh. So
okay.
That way you would be more happy about your more in what's the word I'm looking for? I guess you'd be happy. I'm looking for another word. I can't think of what it is right now. But you won't be as upset and disappointed with your team as you have been for the last couple of years.
Sure, I think so. But I ain't gonna lie to you. At the past couple of days, I don't have a lot of confidence in my owner because they hadn't contacted them. They hadn't sent him an email. They ain't sent him a Facebook request. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? In my head, I thought that my owner, GM, and the CEO, they should have been down there with khaki pants on and a blue shirt that said "We want Harbaugh." But my owner is not that aggressive. I wanted him to, but the fact that we haven't even contacted his agent yet is disappointing to me. We're looking for a second-tier coaching right now. Or what I've learned is Rich McKay, CEO, still wants to be the GM. And he's not willing to relinquish any of that power. Even my current GM doesn't have the same power because they still have to go through Rich McKay. Then Rich McKay talks to our owner. So why you say that, Mario?
He's going to LA. He's going to the Chargers. That's the team. Yeah, that's the team that he's going.
Now, at the same time, they're also meeting with Belichick. The Chargers are meeting with Belichick too.
Oh, I didn't heard that one. Belichick?
Well, huh?
Belichick?
I thought they said that he picked the Chargers and I think Chargers and us that he wants to talk to.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Belichick?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay, maybe so. But
I hope I'm wrong. Now some of these blogs be wrong. I've been wrong a lot. I hope I'm wrong, really wrong now.
KJ asked a great question, but he said massive Dak fan. But what does this game do for his extension that was almost guaranteed this season? Like my guy, Big Country Man, said that we cannot pay him what he's asking.
What is he asking for?
They were saying he's going to be up around 50 to 60 million
a game.
Yeah,
I mean a season.
Season. I think. Damn. I think you can pay him that. Eventually, I think that's going to be like, it's going to set the market right now, but it won't be the market for long. Somebody else is going to come and shatter that market. I know he looked horrible again in a big game, but I don't know if it's going to cripple it too much. They know how to finagle it, man. Give them a big signing bonus and then 25 this year, 40 next year. So they'll be able to manage it and get everybody they need to get. But I think this is a league, man. You got to have a quarterback, and Dak he has shown us that he can get us to a point where we have a chance. He didn't play well, but once again, our defense played like crap. Maybe if our defense would have held up some, he could have brought us back. But our defense didn't do a doggone thing for us. So yeah, I think you do it, man. I think, like I said, this is a quarterback league, and he's a quarterback that has shown that he can play in this league. Yeah.
Man,
my guy. Let's see, what's wrong, Corey?
We requested to interview Mike McDonald, defensive coordinator for the Ravens.
Okay, you're not happy with that either.
No.
Steve-O says, if the Steelers let Tomlin go, would you want him?
Yeah. He'll be working tomorrow. His daughter goes to.
But what does he call? What plays does he call?
I'm not saying that he's called any plays. I know he. I'll be more used to hearing the conversation that you said you got tired of hearing. As a Falcons fan, I'm gonna take this on the chin. But his daughter goes to the University of Georgia. I would love that, but I think he solidified that they're gonna bring him back in Pittsburgh again this year.
Tomlin ain't going nowhere. Tomlin ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I know. At least for the first 2 years, I would. Yes, it'd be better than what we had.
Yeah. What's up, nephew, man? Welcome on. He said, dang, I wanted the Cowboys to win for y'all, man. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, nephew.
Hey, man, who is y'all?
Me talking about me.
Oh, okay. I was going to make that a question. It should be y'all. Nobody on here.
He said, who's y'all?
And I'm sure he's talking about y'all, so y'all wouldn't be hard on me. He cares about the abuse that y'all will give out. So, yeah. That's why he said y'all.
Hey.
So G, you don't think this is you don't think this is deserving?
No, not at all. I did nothing to y'all.
Oh,
wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a liar in the building.
Wow.
Listen, good thing Parsons got two or three calls tonight.
He got some calls, man. He got some calls.
Hold.
But yeah, he got 2 holding calls. Where was Parsons tonight? He got them 2 holding calls, and that was it. I ain't see my guy no more.
He was out there, man. He was out there. They were just doubling him a lot.
They double crap about him, but good Lord. Boy, I need my boys. This is what we're talking about. You need the big play to step up in big games.
Somebody said he got hurt a little bit.
He took a shot to the ribs. He lost his breath.
So he didn't lose a step. What's up, BB? He didn't lose a step after that. He ain't hurt his.
Nah, he was saying, like you said, he was just battling two players at a time, man.
He ain't hurt.
What he
ain't hurt.
He is hurt. His feelings.
I heard TJ was out. I heard TJ was out for the Steelers game.
He is out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he was out.
TJ Watt is out?
TJ Watt is out.
I heard.
Yeah, TJ out.
Yeah, he out.
Was that Brandon Buchanan on here?
Yeah,
you saw what he said. I got your back, G. You can't keep a good man down. Believe that. That's what I'm talking about.
You can't keep a good man down. You can keep a good team down. Okay.
Hey, look, he is slowly bringing out that receipt book. Look, recognizing names. Is that BB? Okay.
Will Parsons be better at linebacker than edge? He would get less opportunity to be doubled if he played at linebacker, but I still think that he causes more problems rushing the passer. I think if you have him dropping back in coverage, if you put him back in coverage, I think that's a wasted rep for Michael Parsons, man. I think we need to have him rushing the passer, man. So I think next year we'll get Overshown back to put that linebacker. That should help out. Draft to get another linebacker, to have a bigger linebacker, to be able to. That way we can keep Micah at the end. So yeah. Snack says, now G, you can start focusing on your sorry Lakers. Boy, the Lakers and my Hawks struggling, dog. Both of them at the 11 seed right now.
Ooh, just a bad year all around.
It's a bad year, bro. What do you say? Steve says, I will say this again before I bounce. I told y'all what was going to happen. Damn it. Yeah. You did, Steve-O. You did, big dog. Yeah, LV is done. LVE is done, man. I don't think it's worth it for him to even try to come back with the neck injury, the several neck injuries and the surgeries he's had.
Who?
LVE, Leighton for the Cowboys, linebacker.
Oh, Leighton Vander Esch.
Yeah. Don't man, go spend with your family. Go spend the rest of your life.
You hurt a lot, huh?
Yeah, his neck, and it's not just his neck. He even had
like one that wear that big old thing on the back.
Oh yeah, like
is that why?
2 neck surgeries, man, and he's been out most of the year with that same thing, man. So yeah, don't do that. Steve-O, man, appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you, bro. Always love. All right. Are y'all done beating me up, man? Are we good here?
Nobody beat you up, baby.
I just saw the tag. Did you just see the tagline on NBC? It just said Packers crush the Cowboys. What's next for McCarthy? I just wanted to get that out there.
Dang.
Hey,
nice.
Hopefully I'll be back on live Wednesday. So this is not over.
Damn, it's not over. Okay.
It's not over.
No. We had to keep it. We had to keep this can open for a little while.
Well, there you have it. We will continue this can on Wednesday. Listen, man, Martin Luther King. Look, man, that man had a dream, man. Listen, we need to be better, OG. You know.
Yeah.
I need to be better.
Yeah, OG, you gotta be better, man. Hey.
Okay. As long as somebody else join me being better, also.
He's definitely gonna join the crew, man. He gonna join us and be better, man.
No. I need you to join me.
Hey, on that note, man, everybody have a wonderful, wonderful MLK Day tomorrow. Dr. MLK, as my wife would say. And then we'll talk about on Wednesday, man. Any guesses where King Henry will go? No, we'll talk about that, and then hopefully we'll jump into some NBA.
He going home. That way he going. He is not the same dude.
Henry going to the Chargers. Okay, we'll talk about that on Wednesday, man. Definitely talk about that on Wednesday.
I don't want him to go to San Francisco, man.
Hey, good luck to the rest of the teams that's still in the playoffs.
It's the Chargers there in San Francisco or they in Oakland? What?
They're in LA.
In LA, okay.
They're in LA. So man, we appreciate each and every one of you all rocking with us. Appreciate all the boys jumping on, man. The OG himself, number one hater. Our condolences still go out to you all, man. Just continue to pray for the whole Little John family, everybody out there. My guy, Big Country, thank you for jumping in. Big DB, Derek, man, appreciate you jumping on with us as well. Everybody out there in the chat, my guy BB, Snap Panther, KJ from Twitter, man, appreciate you rocking with us, big homie. Steve-O, not your average guy. My wife, Crystal Wright. Who else out there? My nephew, NF Skull. My cuz. Who else is out there?
You talking about James? How it is?
Yeah, Jay, I said Derek. My bad. Yeah. No, DB was out there. Who? Derek was. Derek was out there.
Yeah, Derek's still here.
Hey, still here? No,
yeah, you called me. You called who is that? That's OG.
That's OG. That's OG.
Oh, my bad. I thought you still.
Yeah. Hey, who else I messed about out there? Oh, everybody. Stanley Carter. Oh, yeah,
Milo.
Nilo was out there. James Littlejohn. Rodney Littlejohn. My dog AD. Kendall Williams. Hey, I got on Kendall. Hey, you know I'm just messing with you, my dog.
He said you can't talk to me. Oh.
My guy Watt.
Next
Hiawatha the player.
Who is Michael Wolf?
Michael Wolf, my cousin Michael Wolf. Eric Thornton. Lisa Spence. Hey, I didn't even see Lisa on here.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Today.
Yeah, my dad, Larry Wright. Phil Harris, Stanley Moss was on here too, man. Good Lord, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, y'all come on here every Wednesday and Sunday, man. Kamarie White. Make sure y'all check him and his wife out, man. They are back home every Tuesday. Live with Ashley and Kamarie. All right.
Who Corey Sims?
My dog Corey Sims, ATL for life, man. He came on as well, man. We thank y'all for rocking with us. There go Derek. Hey, man, we love y'all. Remember to keep your head on the swivel and keep God first. We'll see y'all on Wednesday, baby, at 8 o'clock. We are out.
Holla. Cowboy Nation in the field. Look, my boy, my other partner named Derek to hear Cowboy fan. He said, man, I'm sitting over here suicidal. Like, oh, not suicidal.
PG, what's up, baby? Quasi, what's up, man? They all jumped on late. And we appreciate y'all. Yep. Hey, Lions up 21-17. It's a good game.
Yeah, let me get into this.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Y'all enjoy your time, baby.
No doubt, man. Hey, safe travels tomorrow.
Yes, sir. OG, love you, baby.
All right, man. Y'all take care, man. Hold it down.
Yes, sir.
All right. Later.
Later.